All right, we're going to learn some angle relationships today. These definitions are going to be very helpful throughout the whole year. All right, we're actually going to skip the first one, save that one for last for some odd reason. First one, adjacent angles. These are two angles that have a common vertex and a common side. So what a picture looks like. You got some angle, basically kind of like split. So adjacent angles, this angle 1 and angle 2, those are adjacent angles. Basically, they're connecting. They're sharing a side and a vertex. All right, next one, complementary angles. This is two angles that add to 90 degrees. A special little note, the angles do not have to be adjacent angles. So they don't have to be next to each other to be complementary. They just have to add to 90. So if you want to draw two angles, one's a little bigger than the other, maybe not size-wise, but angle measure-wise. And then we're just going to pick two numbers that add to 90. So I'll make this one be 30. This one is 60. That's complementary angles. All right. A quick way maybe to remember this. It's right to pay someone a compliment. I don't know, just something corny, but maybe that'll help you. Next one, supplementary angles. Two angles that add to 180 degrees. And same thing here. The angles do not have to be adjacent angles. All right. So a picture of this. Maybe got an angle that looks like that. And maybe you have one that looks like this. All right. Let's see. Let me get my text box. Now I just got to pick. So they're adding up to 180. So if I pick this one to be 120, this would be 60. Okay. All right. Next, vertical angles. Vertical angles are angles opposite each other when two lines cross. The angles are equal to each other. All right, so what does this mean? Well, we got two lines, one line, two lines. Your pair of vertical angles, right here, right here. Those are vertical angles. Those are equal. Guess what? These are vertical also, and those two are equal as well. Where is it? All right, so there, I was looking for my highlighter. Sorry, it took so long. Whew, big important thing. We're going to look for vertical angles all year long. So make sure you get that down. It's going to be very helpful throughout the entire year, knowing the definition of vertical angles and that they are equal to each other. Next one, right angle. You might be familiar with this. An angle formed by two, let me spell right, formed by two lines that are perpendicular to each other. The angle measure is 90 degrees. So right angles are formed by perpendicular lines. So what does that mean? That means you got a line going this way, something that looks like this. This is a right angle. All right, so we got to go back up to that top one. A linear pair we got to talk about. Linear pair is a pair of adjacent supplementary angles. So what does that mean? Well, combine adjacent angles with Supplementary angles. So basically, you got a straight line. It's got an angle coming out of it like that. So again, this is a linear pair, 1 and 2. They are adjacent, but also they add up to 180 degrees. Okay? All right. Here we go, to the back. So we're going to use those definitions to help us complete these. Identify each pair of angles as adjacent vertical and or linear pair. All right. So angle 1 and 2. Find angle 1 and 2. There's 1. There's 2. What are those? Are they adjacent? Yes, they are. Adjacent. Are they vertical? Nope. Linear pair? They don't add to 180, so nope. All right. 2, 1, and 6. All right. 1 and 6. So let me erase that. I see 1. Here's 6. Are they next to each other? Yes, they are. So these are adjacent. So then they're not vertical. Is this a linear pair? Do 1 and 6 add to 180? Well, if you notice a straight line, I do, and they're adjacent, yeah, this is a linear pair. All right. Next, 1 and 5. 1, 5. Are those next to each other? Nope. So they're not adjacent. They can't be a linear pair. Are they vertical? Yes, they are. You see how they kind of, where those lines cross, there's a few things they make. You could see a V right here. Stands for vertical. Or if you see an X, it's also a good tip. All right. Go ahead and identify where 3 and 2 are. All right. So mark on your diagram where 3 and 2 are. And check yourself. I'm not going to mark where they are, but these two are only adjacent. They do not add up to 180 degrees. Okay. Checking time again. Good. Let's get some of these done. So we got 5, 6, and 7. All right. Find the measure of each marked angle or find the unknown numbers labeled by the variables in the diagram. Give reasons for your calculations. So what does reasons mean? That means tell me what relationship you're looking at. So for example, number 5, I'm thinking, okay, oh, hey, these angles are vertical. So I'm going to write that right now. I got vertical angles, and I know they are equal. So you know how you guys asked me, oh, are we going to set up equations? Yes, we are. We're going to use definitions to help us create equations. So in your head, you should be thinking, okay, vertical angles. Oh, I know those are equal. So that means this x minus 5 is going to equal 42. And you're going to go ahead and solve for x and get x equals 47. X, where's my x? Equals 47. So then I'm going to say, okay, right here, that's 42 degrees if I knew what the heck I was doing. This is 42 degrees. All right, next one. These, I'm thinking, all right, these are complementary angles. Now I got to think, all right, what do complementary angles do? So I look back at my definition and I know, oh, hey, complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. So that means I got 3x add plus 8x plus 2 equals 90. They add up to 90. All right, so now I go ahead and solve for x. So I think, okay, combine like terms. 11x plus 2 equals 90. Next, subtract 2 from both sides. So that's 88. Divide by 11. X is 8. However, remember the question wants you to find each angle measure. So that means this 8 you got, you're going to substitute that right in for the x here. And it's going to go in for that x also. So I do 3 times 8. I get 24. And 8 times 8 plus 2 is 66 degrees. All right. So I'm almost out of time. Your task to see that you're understanding this, you're going to do number 7. So state the angle relationship, set the problem, solve for x, find the angle measures. All right. You got 7. Go for it.